Lord. So at least get a few minutes. So I would love to just check in and kind of see how everybody's doing. Wendy, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Now, have you already been to Disney or are you going to Disney soon?
I've been to Disney.
Oh, you've been to Disney. So when did you
Yeah.
get back?
I got back at the end of September.
Okay. So it's just October. So it's just been a few weeks. So
Yeah.
how has it been coming back? Like, have you been able to get back in the routine of everything, or do you feel like you fell off track at all?
I definitely feel like I fell off track between eating food there and then I was gone pretty much all of last week, up to manager meetings for work
Mhm.
and did not eat well up there. And so I'm kind of starting to get back on track this week. I haven't started my workouts yet. I plan on doing that tomorrow, but
Probably,
yeah,
or you are going to do that tomorrow.
I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Atta girl. So, like, with your eating, what are you doing to get back on track?
Portion sizes.
Okay.
I don't feel like I have to eat everything when
hmm
I'm at home because I can at least, make up my own meals. But
hmm Now, are you like planning any of your meals out ahead of time, or like thinking about like, does it make sense? Like, so what
Mhm.
I usually do at the beginning of the week, I'm like, all right, I know, like, I'm probably gonna make. I'm just throwing out random recipes like lasagna one night. I'm gonna make chicken breast, which are chicken parmesan one night, and I'm going to make something else one night, and I'm going to make those spread out to basically my main like dinner meals, because
Mhm.
I usually always plan dinner, and then lunch is always leftovers or whatever. And oh, sorry, something popped up. Are you also there?
Yeah.
Okay, something popped up on my computer, and then breakfast is always really easy because I can do eggs or whatever. So, like, are you doing something like that to where you are kind of pre-planning a little bit, or are you
Yeah.
meal prepping at all? Or okay,
Yeah. I usually meal prep at the beginning of the week.
okay, so you're meal prepping at the beginning of the week. So, like, do you usually like cook all like your meals like all at once and then kind of divide them out, or do you like how do you typically meal prep? I'm just curious.
Um, I usually pick, I don't know, lately I've been really into chicken.
hmm
So I cook up a bunch of chicken and then I just kind of divide it out throughout the week.
hmm
And then I just pick a side to go with it.
Yeah, actually, something you mentioned chicken. So I have an instant pot, and you can do this in a crock pot too because I've done it like in the past. I will get like 6 or 7 pounds of just boneless chicken breast, and I will cook it in the instant pot or the crock pot or whatever. I've been using in spot, and I will make like basically that's the chicken for the week, and I
Mhm.
will just it's plain chicken. It's not yet. I don't even usually throw seasoning in, and then I'll put them in Ziploc bags, like 2 pounds per bag. And that way, like my meals are very quick throughout the week. So, like tonight, I did barbecue chicken. So, like my family had a different barbecue sauce than I did. Have I showed you about the barbecue sauce that I use?
No.
I think I remember. I think I took pictures of it once, but I don't think I ever made the actual post. So, um, the barbecue sauce that I got that I've used for a long time now, and they have different flavors. Let me pull it out of the fridge. So my family, I saw these at Kroger. They have a bunch of different, like there's Kansas City inspired barbecue sauce. That's what they had tonight. But I get this brand. It's G Hughes Smokehouse, sugar free.
Yes.
And this is the honey flavor. They have hickory. I think they have regular. And the ingredients in this, there's only 2 carbs per 2 tablespoons. And Candace, if you're doing like since you're doing keto and you like barbecue, you need to get some of this. So the ingredients is crushed tomatoes, which is water, concentrated crushed tomatoes, apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, which I have to be careful with because of my yeast problems. But I haven't had any issues with this. Modified cornstarch, which is not what I'm a fan of, but it's lower down on the ingredient list. salt, less than 2 cinnamons, onion, lemon juice, yada, 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 garlic powder, cayenne pepper, ground cinnamon, spices, natural honey flavor, natural hickory smoke, natural caramel flavor, xanthan gum, which is just the thickening agent. And the very last ingredient is sucralose. So, very clean. The only thing that I think is iffy on here is the modified cornstarch. But it's not, it's kind of in the middle. And for sucralose, so sucralose is the ingredient in Splenda. Splenda is really bad because Splenda is actually maltodextrin coated with sucralose. But the plain sucralose in of itself, like I've tested my glucose levels and I've not spiked with it at all. And the GI level for it is like, I can't remember if it's 0 or not. So I focus more on very, very, very like the lower end of the GI foods for 2B mindset. So it's keto-ish, but I don't necessarily try to have a ton of fat in my diet. Like I just, it is what it is. But I love this. They have the different flavors, so I definitely try to find you some. And it's about the same price. I mean, it's probably $2-3. So, and then yeah, they have different flavors. That's what I would recommend. Ashley, have you tried it before?
Yes. We found it a couple of weeks ago, and I love it.
It's good because it's hard to find condiments that don't have like sugar added, like ketchup. Like, so I haven't had ketchup. This reminded me, I haven't had ketchup in years, and there's a company, and I've not bought it because they're so expensive. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet sometime when I see one of their sales on Facebook or whatever. It's called Flavor God. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. It's like this guy who created his company out of his kitchen, and he like basically does spices. And he has they're sugar free, they're like GMO free. I mean, they're like free of all this crap, you know. And he has one for ketchup. He has one for chocolate donut, like cinnamon roll. What else is there? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of freaking good ones there. And it's just like, and people will put them on all sorts of things. And they're not bad for you. Like, you can, I mean, honestly, have as much as you want. And I'm like, that would be really nice. Like, although, like, I'm not, like, dying for ketchup, but I'm like, it would be nice to have ketchup on something every now and then, like a burger or whatever. But I really want, like, there's, like, the chocolate donut one. I think I would really like. I don't know what I would put it on. I would just probably just put it on my fingers and eat it like that. I mean, let's get real. I guess we could put it on cloud bread.
Girl, let's keep it PG. Keep it PG.
Girl, I'm telling you what, if I have me some chocolate, you have no idea. I've been wanting to stick my face in everything. Oh, God. It's been real. It's been real. But anyway.
I redone my peanut butter cookies the other day because I wanted them to be softer. And I put cream cheese in it. Oh my God. They're the bomb.
Okay.
They're so fluffy and soft.
Will you post that recipe tonight? What all's in it? Peanut butter?
I think I did. It's
how much cream cheese did you add to it?
A block. It makes 24 cookies because I doubled the batch. Because I got a big family, so I can't be making these little dinky recipes. I got to make it stretch. Okay. So it was 2 cups of the, I think it's Crazy Richard's 100% peanut butter. Even though peanuts aren't really allowed on keto, a lot of people still use them.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, I done the math, and it only comes out to like 2 carbs per cookie. But it's 2 cups of peanut butter, 2 eggs. I think it's a cup of stevia if you're using stevia, because that's what I use. Mm-hmm. And then the block of cream cheese. So what I do is I cream the eggs and the stevia together, and then I put in the peanut butter, and then I beat in the cream cheese with a mixer. And then I cooked it in the oven at like 350, like you normally.
Is that the recipe that you also sometimes put almond flour or coconut flour in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just put it in there at the end if it's not going to be stiff enough to really make a ball. Okay. But these I really didn't have to put much flour in at all. So, I mean, if you use almond flour, it's obviously going to taste better. But all I had on hand was coconut. So,
I ordered some more erythritol yesterday. I've been out for like a week or so, and I was telling Nick, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want something sweet. Like, I was like, just the last week or so, like just this past week, I've been over the edge, and it's like I see everything, and then I picture it like as like a chocolate donut or like. And I bought donuts for my nieces and nephews because all the kids were here this past weekend. And I just smelled them. I have a thing. My kids, it's so sweet. So if you know my little 5-year-old, she's crazy. So like she will even come up to me now and just say like if this is a donut or something, she'll be like, "Here, Mom, you can smell it. It smells it for free." Because I'm always like, "Here, let Mommy take a smell. Smells are for free." So now they offer their food up to me, like even if it's like spaghetti, which I now I can say I could care less about because I used to love spaghetti. Like I can never imagine going without noodles and like just big old. I mean, but now like I'm okay without it. So it's crazy thinking I'm like, oh, I'm good, but I always pretend to smell everything if she brings it up to me because that's sweet. But anyway, I need to get some of that Flavor God stuff. Just
Seriously.
oh my gosh. Yes, I'm gonna have to go look it up and I'll post about it in the group. So how are you doing, Ashley? You look all comfy in the bed.
I am very comfy in the bed. I was about half asleep and then I realized it was time for a call. It's like, all
I'm
right.
glad that you remembered.
Yeah. And
I actually set an alarm
but
on my phone at 8:30 so I don't forget.
I probably should do like an alarm or something. I happened to look down. We were watching Making a Murderer. The second one is out.
I haven't seen the second one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's crazy. But anyway, I got totally sucked into, we were like on like episode 4 or something. And I got so sucked into it. And then I looked down and realized I had like 10 notifications and half of them were for people posting on the link for the group. And I was like, crap, I got like 4 minutes. Like, okay.
So you're probably like, shut up, girls. I want to finish my show.
Well, it's on Netflix, thankfully. So I just, pause and continue later. But
Watcher, I am.
no, doing pretty good. I know last week my pain kicked up to a whole new level. I think it's finally trying to pass. I think my stone is like there right on the edge. So I'm going to start taking some leftover meds from the last one I had to see if that helps any. Because I'm tired of feeling like crap and I want to be able to get up and move. And I just haven't. It just zaps all my energy. And on top of that makes you nauseous and everything else. So it was kind of iffy week last week, but I did good nutritionally and all of that. So I felt like I kept that on point. I wasn't getting as much water in, which is so weird. It's like with all of that, I should be getting more water in to help flush everything out. And I just couldn't muster up I wasn't thirsty, just wasn't whatever. So my water wasn't that great, but yeah, it is what it is. We shake it off and we move on. But I've been doing pretty good, finding alternatives and trying to get this thing rolling.
Well, good. I'm glad that things are going well. I know that you had a great last month.
Yes. And I want to continue that this month if I can. Well, I know I can.
Okay, not if you can.
I just got to stay on point with my nutrition. I know that was it Saturday? Yeah. So we went to see the new Halloween Saturday, and we actually ended up going out to dinner before. Was not so, I had the crispy duck. And when I ordered it, I didn't realize it was going to be like deep fried. I thought it was like just a crispy skin. I didn't realize it was going to be like battered and fried. But, that's what it was. So I ate it. It was really good. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. It was my cousin's birthday. But I think that was about pretty much the crazy of the crazy for the week. And I had popcorn, and I'm not ashamed because it's the movies and it's popcorn, and I couldn't help it. It's like I have to. So, which is why we don't go to the movies often, because
That's
it
my
equals
favorite thing in the world.
popcorn and candy.
Girl, ain't you ever heard get you a big old bag and you stop at the Dollar Tree on your way?
Okay, no, I loaded up. No lie, we went to Walmart and I got a Diet Pepsi because my big thing at the movies is a large Diet Coke, or not Diet Coke, large cherry Coke. I have done that my entire life, a large cherry Coke at the movies. And I will sit there with my cherry Coke in one hand, my popcorn in the other, and I'm usually munching on a Twizzler. And so I have not had a regular soda since May, since the first academy I started. And
That's
so I was like, well, how am I going to navigate this?
Sweet.
And so I straight up put 2 bottles of water and a Diet Cherry Pepsi in my purse, in the bottom of my purse. And then the thing is I totally screwed like that part of it, because I'm like, I'm not drinking the soda, but I'm eating truffles. So we're still working on the movie theater situation. But
Packing some Tupperware in that bag.
exactly, I had it full. My purse was full. And no lie, I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. Like, it's the scary movies, the one that are like the spoofs on whatever. And there's one scene in one of them where this one girl is sitting there pulling stuff out of her bag at the movie theater, and it's like simple, like fried chicken. That is me at the theater.
One on Facebook where she pulls a candle out and lights it and says,
But no, I have always, because I'm cheap, y'all. And like, I have always been kind of like, I have to watch the funds. And even in college, it started in college at the $1.50 movies. I was a broke college kid. So I used to actually shove McDonald's cheeseburgers in my purse and take them in. And so I'm upgrading a little bit now. We're getting better. It's just not where it needs to be. So I'm getting there. But, it's not something I do very often. And it is what it is at this point. But I do need to work on the movie game a little bit. But, it's all good. But I'm gearing up for a really good week this week. I'm excited. I'm trying to think. I've got this sausage bake that I'm really excited. I found this. So it's when I looked at the ingredients, and I didn't realize it till after the fact, but I really like it. It does have a little bit of maltodextrin in it, I guess because of the sweetness, but it's a chicken apple sausage. And you take and bake it up with like turnips and carrots and sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and onion. You just basically throw it all together, salt and pepper, and bake it until everything's done. And it is so good. And I plan on making it with like some cabbage steaks. Throw some extra green in there. So it's really just a bunch of veggies and then a little bit of the sausage. And it's so good. So good. I'm excited.
I'm looking for like an egg roll in a bowl recipe that I can make this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen several of them that are really good.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try some of those. Like, they look so good, and it's like,
I know Amanda posted one last month, and she said it was really bland though. So I'm like, I'm very picky with my egg rolls, but it did look good. Like, the concept sounds really good because I'm a huge egg roll fan.
I'm not gonna lie though, I like that crispy outside though.
I know.
Me too.
That's the best part. Sweet and sour sauce that you dip it in is what gets me, because I can get a ball of that sweet sour sauce and dip.
Yes.
That's what it is.
The bowl, like, yes.
We're just trying an alternative for that sweet and sour sauce, and we'll be good.
Yeah, I'm like, seriously, I just discovered that stuff this year. Like, I always just ate my egg rolls plain. I just always ate them plain. I never ate any of the sauces and just ate them plain. And then I discovered, like, the duck sauce, and I was like, are you kidding me? The restaurant that we were at Saturday had the best I think I've ever had. It was so good.
So this is not Chinese, it's Japanese. Have you ever had yum sauce?
Oh, that stuff is so bad.
Mouth.
Yeah.
let me tell you, like, mm.
That stuff is good, and I didn't eat that until like a couple of years ago.
Girls, you know
We're about
what?
to put ourselves back in a damn rehab if we don't quit.
I know. Look what I started. I'm sorry, y'all. Look what I dang started all over some popcorn and a Diet Cherry Pepsi.
It don't take much in one of these groups, I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh. We have less than a minute, so we'll probably get cut off here anytime. But yeah, oh my gosh, y'all need to look up the Yum Yum sauce though. It's usually at Japanese or hibachi grills and stuff like that. But there's a place here. It's like a fast food Japanese place called OEC, and they like will give you. They'll have the big bottles. They're like this tall, and you can put as much as you want on there. It's ridiculous. Like my daughter Brooklyn will have her stuff swimming in it. I'm like, do you want some food with that Yum Yum? It's good though. It's so good.
Yeah.
We need to get together and go out to eat.
Oh,
We'll keep each other strong.
Yes.
Going out